All right.
That time I was just waiting for you to say 3 and you didn't. I'm always
Well, Jim
so
isn't
tense.
here.
I know.
So,
I know.
yeah. Sorry, everybody. If there's a lot of Jim heads out there, you're going to be disappointed. There's no Jim on this episode, unfortunately. He had some technical issues with his little computer. And also, my voice is in shambles. So the quality of this podcast is supreme this week.
Jim is not here, and Matthew's voice is also not here. But
Not here.
Matt's mom is here.
Mainly the main anchor of this show is still here.
It's me and the Mothmans.
There we go. Me and the
By
Mothmans
God,
every Thursday at 8. It's good stuff.
Must see TV.
Oh yeah. So I will also apologize in advance. Since I don't have a voice, my laugh is going to be akin to a hyena. It's going to be very high-pitched.
It
and
sounds
it's gonna
like
be
you're
probably...
grating something with a cheese grater you found in the woods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm grating a muffler with a bad cheese grater. It's not good. So I guess you have to bear with me on that. But I have some chamomile tea, so hopefully that helps me.
Yeah, did you heat it up in the microwave?
I think I heated it up in the microwave just a little bit. But yeah. Oh God. This is so weird without Jim now.
I know. I was just gonna say. So,
I'm waiting
have you?
I
I think it's summer. Summer fun days are upon us, and I haven't just not been watching as much content.
You know,
so you don't really have media related updates.
Oh, I do. Hold on. I have a media related update. It's this movie called Red 1. It's this fucking Santa movie in which J.K. Simmons is Santa. He's like a buff Santa. And The Rock is, I think, an elf, or at least his personal trainer. And they have to get Chris Evans to find Santa. This is a real movie that's coming out.
Why? Okay, okay, wait, I need clarification.
Okay.
You haven't watched it.
No, it's coming out.
Okay.
It's coming out.
You aren't suddenly
warning.
a person who watches Christmas movies in summer.
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay, great.
But what I do is keep my finger on the pulse of new movies coming out. And that's one of them, and I really want to see it. Krampus is in it. There's a talking, walking polar bear. Chris Evans is a naughty list level 4 because he's a hacker tracker guy. And he's like regular Chris Evans. He's not like in a wig or putting on a fake voice. He's just like Chris Evans,
He's just
wild.
like Chris Evans. Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody, but Chris Evans doesn't have a huge dramatic range, okay?
But he was
I'm not saying he's not
so
good
long.
at what he does,
Yeah. He just is Chris Evans,
J.K. Simmons as an absolutely ripped Santa.
Just a fucking ripped Santa Claus.
Sending me.
Why
are
awesome.
you making him bench press?
Because it's dope as hell, Mom. Okay? It's dope as hell.
Obviously will be watching this movie.
Yes. We will be watching this movie in theaters. Okay? It's gotta happen.
I love Santa having a head of security that's
right?
The Rock.
Oh, God.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson being head of security for Santa Claus.
Now, I know that I just talked a little bit of shit about our boy Captain America.
Sure.
But he does have some dramatic range. And I want to be clear about that. Because Rock the Dwayne Johnson has none dramatic range.
I feel like this is that weird The Rock and Ryan Reynolds movie where
oh yeah,
it like
God, that was bad.
immovable object and ensemble force type thing with charisma.
Yeah.
And even Chris Evans has enough charisma. Like, Chris Evans has charisma for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not as much as Ryan Reynolds.
He's the Wizard of Oz. He's got the Riz.
Mom, I'm going to ask you where you learned that later. But for now, we have to stay on topic. This is, again, The Rock pinned up against a very charismatic white man. And it's just, that's the kind of movie formula we're in right now.
Yeah, almost no kind of chemistry in those pairings. And yet still more chemistry than he had with Emily Blunt in the Riverboat movie.
My God, I didn't know if he actually fucked anything in that movie.
No.
The Hobbs and Shaw movie?
No. The Jungle Cruise.
Oh, yeah. That one too. But the Hobbs and Shaw, I feel like there was a... Hobbs.
I feel like he and Jason Statham's, right?
Jason Statham's. But Jason Statham's had a sister in that movie.
Oh, I totally forgot there was a lady in it.
Yeah, no, there was a lady in there, and she was actually running around behind the scenes doing most of the work, I believe.
The only thing, I watched that whole movie, and the only thing, sorry, I just saw the polar bear. Okay.
It's a talking polar bear. There's real magic in this shit, man.
There's a degree of realism you don't need. Why is Lucy Liu in this movie?
It's so good, though. You know?
From the director of Jumanji. Okay, now it's making sense.
Yeah, that's making sense.
Okay. Anyway, the only thing that I remember from Hobbs and Shaw is that our man, Rock the Dwayne, pulled a helicopter out of the sky.
Yeah.
But he wasn't anchored to anything. You know?
Nah, he just kind of clenched.
He managed to grip the earth with his toes, I guess, and grab onto some chains.
Yeah. And just kind of pull down a fucking helicopter.
Do you think if you shaved off his eyebrows and tied his arms behind his back, he could convince anyone to do anything? Because I think no.
No, I don't think so. But also, in other Rock news...
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I just made it to the really ripped ice creatures on the beach.
Oh, yeah, the snowmen? It's snowmen. And obviously they're fighting on the beach where snow just is everywhere.
Famous for its snow.
Famous place to put snow. Yeah. I mean, come on. You got to have fun with it, you know?
All right. Well, I highly recommend everybody watch this preview on mute. Because kind of a feast for the eyes, and I actually don't think it matters what the audio is.
It does kind of matter. You remember that there's a scene in that trailer where they're like picking up toys and they make them into real things.
Yeah.
And there's like they grab Hot Wheels and they make them into real cars.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty gross. I don't know if it's gross, but it's just like it came out of left field for maybe a PG movie, PG-13. I don't actually remember the rating. But Chris Evans sees that magic and goes back in and asks for a Wonder Woman action figure.
That feels gross.
Yeah, I feel like that's gross for just a random...
For an adult man?
For like an adult man, but also just a random fucking Christmas movie. Like,
yeah. Also,
nobody's gonna...
That's not Marvel. That's DC. Stay in your lane, Chris Evans.
Sorry.
You know? No, that's gross. What are you going to do? What do you think? Ew. Yeah, I don't like it.
Gross. Ew. No. Ha.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Maybe he's just a scumbag in the movie, and that's a line to prove that he's a scumbag.
That he's gross.
That he's gross and bad. And not fine.
How are we supposed to help people grow and heal from the patriarchy when we're making Chris Evans
making this
be like, yeah, be like, hey, make me my own Wonder Woman lady who definitely wants to bone me.
Yeah.
Good joke, everyone.
Woohoo! Well, everybody needs to get paid, I guess, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
So, God, I kind of hate my laugh right now. Anyway, I feel like we should start.
It's kind of fun.
It
is hyena-like. You're right.
Yes, I know. And it's not like I already cackle, you know? It's just intensifying the cackle.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. I was going to say something else about The Rock. Oh, my God. Okay, last thing, and then we'll probably talk about Riverdale. The Rock is doing a movie about a professional wrestler, like in the 80s or 90s, and there were set photos taken of him in a wig, and it's scary as fuck. It's not at all The Rock. It's weird.
I'm gonna regret the Google
I can't remember what it's called.
that I'm
so
about
sorry.
to do.
The Rock with hair.
That's gonna give me a bunch of weird AI art.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Actually, you know what? We've done this before. Can people, instead of sending in The Rock with red hair?
Oh yeah, we did get some great, some great RG. Should The Rock grow hair on Quora.com? The internet
Quora
can be good, you know.
Quora, well, I feel like he can't grow hair because he's taken too many steroids.
He did have hair in 2006, and somebody put a mustache on him.
Mustache. I mean, there's that photo of him with the turtleneck and the fanny pack.
Oh, classic.
That he's got hair in. But now I'm also looking up The Rock with hair.
I'm not finding it, but I did find an upsetting picture of The Rock where his face is being kind of gently caressed by feet.
Oh, God. Ay. What the fuck? Oh, why?
And also, there's a lot going on in this picture. I'm going to send it to you. I apologize. But because he's clean shaven in this picture, but the tagline is, The Rock even excels at growing facial hair. There's no facial hair in this picture. There's only feet on his face.
What the fuck? Why is that,
I know that Jim's not here, and this is going to disturb him, but I'm putting this in the group chat anyway.
The movie is called Smashing Machine. Hold on. Now I have to... I think. Hold on. Yeah, there's this set photo where it does not... This man is not The Rock, actually.
Okay.
And it's disturbing. But, yeah. And also, thank God that we can torment Jim, even though he's not on the podcast. Oh, yeah, I hate that. What the fuck? Ew.
Why? If this is one person...
I was just about to say...
if one person is doing this with their feet...
I can only imagine.
What's happening off camera...
I mean, they're also taking the picture.
Right? Is insane.
That's how it works.
And if it's two people...
Then how did they find people with such similar feet?
Then what is happening?
Then what?
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously, I guess, raised up because The Rock is so tall.
I'll do my best to remember to post this on the Blue Sky when this episode comes out. Which does mean I have to save my screen cap of this.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
You know?
And you're just going to have that forever now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you might forget about it, and then...
Oh, no, I clean stuff up all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's an outcropping of my desire to throw away everything I own that, like, at least quarterly, I sit in my house and I'm like, should I throw away literally everything that I own? Would that fix me?
It's so freeing. It's so... There's a weight that is lifted from you when you do that.
Like, I think that would fix me. And then I start to touch my stuff, and then I'm like, I do need it.
The urge is there. The dark passenger.
Yeah, and the lightest weight form of that I can do is just like, in avoidance of a task at work, go through and delete weird downloads from my computer.
Honestly, that's very, very good.
Yeah.
I think that's really good for your mental health.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I don't need to... I can skip therapy this week. I feel affirmed and seen.
That's what I'm here for, Mom. You know?
Yeah. Hey, have we done the intro?
Nope. This is probably erring on the side of the longer intros we've done.
We should do that.
But yeah. Excuse me. Hello, everybody. My name is Matt.
I'm Matt's mom.
And this is a Riverdale Runs Through It. It's a podcast with pep. With a little less pep this week because, again, Jim is not here, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, it's a podcast where my mom and usually my friend Jim watch an episode of Riverdale and then tell me about it and how bad it is. And we make jokes and goofs. And we go way, way too long. But that's just our bit now, and we have to stick to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, we're coming in consistently under 2 hours now, which is pretty good for us.
We have it took us maybe 2.5 years to figure out how to get
to find
an hour
our
and a half.
Yeah.
It took us 2.5 years to figure out how to do like an hour and a half podcast, so not 2 hours.
Thank you all so much for putting up with us.
Yeah, I really appreciate all y'all that listen to this podcast, and have since the beginning. That's wild. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, which it never does, I think we have actually clocked a couple, 1 or 3. No, maybe just one, 2.5 hour episode. And I can't imagine what we were doing for those 2.5 hours.
I think I was reciting dialogue word for word.
Oh, I think, yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of it was on me. And I don't know if any of you out there know this, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, I mean, neither do I. We'll just part the kimono in this one. I also don't know what I'm doing.
We are very much making it up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have a spreadsheet anymore.
He used to. I'm really sad about.
I know his spreadsheet was intense.
That's the other thing, is that it became like a full-time job because of how intense it was.
There's a lot of data to track. But now he's joined me in the sweet process of deleting your notes as you use them, and then being so hosed if there's a technical issue. Because your notes are gone. And
they're gone, and they're done forever. But in the theme of just throwing shit away that you don't need.
That's right.
It feels really good.
Listen, put more and more things in the Etch-a-Sketch pile, okay?
Oh,
just
God.
Get rid of immediately.
God, there is just some things I could put into my brain and take everything else out and shake my brain like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Just,
and then put everything back in that I wanted.
Just shake my head, and it's gone. It's such a relief.
Was that ever...
Yeah?
Sorry. Just one thing. Do you think there was ever an early 2000s banger that used the line "shake that thing like an Etch-a-Sketch"? Or should I keep that?
You got to keep that. You got to keep that. Yeah. I mean, the big one was like a Polaroid picture.
Okay. Well, maybe it's hard to rhyme Etch-a-Sketch with literally anything.
Yeah, you could force. Yeah. You could force it.
No, but then people.
But it probably would be a rhyme that I would make fun of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's one of those absurd rhymes that people are like, "What the fuck? Did they just rhyme Etch-a-Sketch with?"
Yeah.
Bench and clench? No, that sucks. Oh God.
Okay, but you have time to work on it. You can workshop it.
I do. I have what? This is Sunday. It comes out Tuesday. I got 2 days to figure it out.
A couple days. I do have a question for you.
Oh, my God. I have an answer for you.
Do you remember at all what happened last time?
Fuck! Oh, that didn't come out right. That was really bad. I promise, I've gone through PV. Okay? So long ago. Yes, I kind of remember. I kind of remember what happened last week. Cheryl performs miracles. And then she thinks that she's like the last or the first ever living saint, which is not how saints work. Because Kevin, my man, knows how to do close-up magic. And so they just, perform a bunch of miracles, turn water into honey.
I can't stop thinking about Kevin as Benji from Pitch
God,
Perfect.
I know.
I can't stop
God, I know. It's just so good.
That was Ben Platt's one good role.
It was. Was that his introduction, to screen, or was he
to popular culture? Yeah.
All right.
I mean, not his one. He was also great in theater camp.
Yeah. All right. Cool. But yeah, what a slam dunk of an introduction, and then he just broke his ankle after that. It was nuts. Then let's see. Betty goes to be a fake escort for truckers again. What? The first time. I feel like this has happened before. Oh wait, no. She was breaking up truckers and escorts and asking where Polly was. Which seems like
her thing. This whole.
That's it. Like, she just does that when.
Yeah. Was this the episode where she like had a reconciliation with Jughead, except she wouldn't stick around for it?
Yeah. Well, I think Jughead got back on the horse, the drunk horse, that is, and he went into the bunker and drank a whole bottle of Jack, and like, he submitted the girl that only fucked him to put her manuscript in his hands to give to his publisher. So he said that was his story, which dick move there, and they liked it, and then I think he tried to write or something, and then just called Betty, and he was like, "Whatever happened to us?" And I think Betty was like, "You did, dude. You suck."
Yeah. I have a darkness in me. I know serial killers.
I know serial killers because I am one. I have the genes. They're from Hot Topic. And then, and then Archie does all of his shit off screen. All of the Band of Brothers shit happens off screen.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. It was Band of Bingos.
Band of Bingos. Bingo's Band of Brothers Brigade is what we called the last week's episode. God, did Veronica do anything? I literally can't remember. Was she just doing some... No, Ponzi Schemes was 2 weeks ago. She just like... God, I don't remember. Is she helping Archie with his off-screen shit? I don't know.
She was probably getting divorced. Was that Helicouber?
Oh, that was Helicouber. I forgot. It was Helicouber. And then it came out that Bad Chatty actually crashed his own Helicouber. And people were like, well, I'm not going to trust an investor that crashed his own Helicouber in my... You know what I mean? And the ball... Wait, there was like an event that was hosted on a helicopter or like on a floating... Right? Or just on a helipad? I can't remember. I think it was a helipad, but no.
I don't know.
Riverdale,
they were like in a building. Veronica showed up with like people dressed as stewardesses.
And then she like, I don't know. She was snuggling up to Chad the whole time and then turned around on him.
Yes.
I think also Bad Daddy was involved in Helicouber.
Just a little.
Just a tad. But yeah, I think that was it. Unless there was some secret. There was a secret fourth thing, but I don't think so.
That's probably good enough.
All right, cool.
All right, so let's get into it.
I would love to.
Great. This was season 5, episode 17, so we only have 2 more episodes.
Holy
left.
Shit!
I know, for this season. God. So it's getting real. This episode is called Dance of Death. This is not really a movie, but I did find 2 movies titled Dance of Death.
It seems like a movie, but at the same time, not a movie at all.
So we have 2 choices. Important to note that Dance of Death is like a famous kind of grim play. Because sometimes actors love to do like the 2 of us hate each other and we're locked in this bad marriage. It's a play like that.
Super fun. Super fun for the actors to do that.
So there's a movie that is a filmed performance of the play Dance of Death starring Laurence Olivier. Do you want the synopsis of what this play is?
Oh,
it's so grim.
Hit me. Fuck it. Why not?
Okay. This obviously I have copied and pasted this out of the internet. An egocentric artillery captain and his venomous wife engage in savage, unremitting battles in their isolated island fortress off the coast of Sweden at the turn of the century. Alice.
Why? Okay.
Because they're alone.
Sorry.
The only people they have to fight are each other. Alice, a former actress who sacrificed her career for secluded military life with Edgar, reveals on the occasion of their 25th wedding anniversary the veritable hell their marriage has been.
Jesus Christ.
An aging schizophrenic who refuses to acknowledge his severe illness struggles to sustain his ferocity and arrogance with an animal disregard for other people.
Well, now... What the fuck, dude?
Wait, we're not done.
Oh, okay.
Sensing that Alice, together with her cousin and would-be lover, Kurt, may ally against him, retaliates with vicious force. Alice lures Kurt into the illusion of sharing a passionate assignation and recruits him in a plot to destroy Edgar.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that sounds fun.
Jesus Christ. That's absolutely insane.
The other option is a little bit lighter.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear that one.
About 7 years after that, in 1976, there is a Taiwanese film called Dance of Death. Jackie Chan was the stunt coordinator for this.
Oh, well, it's got to be good then.
The little blurb that I found was like, a woman uses her knowledge of kung fu to kill many warriors by kicking them in the ribs and head. Which, like, I'm in. Oh Jackie Chan was a stunt coordinator, and a woman kicks men to death by hitting them in the ribs and head.
Yeah.
Great.
And in two places where it hurts?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the ribs and head?
The place where you think and the place where you breathe?
Yeah. Seems like it would be bad to get kicked there.
Yeah. That might kill you.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, basically this lady tricks two kung fu masters both into training her because she's like, you each teach me, and then I'll tell you who's better. And they're like, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And then the rest is martial arts comedy. I do kind of want to see that one.
Well, now, I don't know how they got it so wrong the first time, you know? But the second time around with the Dance of Death thing seems like a winner, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. If you want to see Dance of Death, I would definitely go with the kung fu comedy and not the one where a woman who hates her husband seduces her cousin in order to try to kill him.
Yeah, well, yeah. And, like, trying to deal with that's fucking nuts. Also, why are they just on an island for no reason?
You know how Swedish captains are. Come on, Matthew.
God. Yeah, you're right.
All right. This one does not start with a voiceover.
Oh, thank God.
It's just fake hookers, Betty and Tabitha, coming back to Pops after a long night out fake hooking.
Wow. All right.
And Betty is sad that there haven't been murders for 10 days. Tabitha goes out on a limb and is like, hey, maybe, hot take, no murders is good, actually?
Ooh.
Have we considered... Let's think about this now.
Betty's not going to like that at all.
She does not. Betty's like, no. I know serial killers, and I am telling you it's bad. Happily, this fight has to end because Betty gets a call from Dr. Hurdle Jr., who went to 8 years of junior school.
Yes, that very one.
And he says that he's just here in the morgue, casually staring at the body of a trucker that Betty tied up and threatened until he ate his own tongue. And he sure would love to pop this corpse into the incinerator. Would that be cool?
My fucking God. This is starting off just at 100.
Yeah. And Betty's like, no, that's my emotional support corpse. They're talking about this guy like it's the box of cables in the house that, like...
Oh, yeah.
You know? There's always one person in the house is like, we do not need these cables. And another person who's like...
No, but...
No, we need
I have
these
a plan
cables.
for those.
Yeah, that's old Tongueless Joe here. Tongueless Joe is the box of cables kicking around the morgue.
Betty's like, I'm going to pump that dude full of adrenaline later and wake him up. Okay?
Yeah,
leave him there.
He's clues, and I need my clues.
I love my clues. Don't talk to me before I've had my clues.
Before I've had my clues.
God.
So Dr. Colonel Jr. settles with implying that refrigeration is mighty expensive, and Betty says that she will bring him a sack of money help pay for refrigeration.
What the fuck? Is there...
Here's the thing. I don't think they turn that... body refrigerator off. You know, if you have a corpse storage emergency, and they do tend to be that, they're very rarely planned in advance. You don't want there to be time. I could be wrong, but I would think you don't want to be like, oh, let me cool down the fridge first.
Yeah, like, I mean, sure. I'm just trying to think of, like, they're charging you for the kilowatt hours. It, like, it takes to power the big body freezer. But at the same time, again, they always have that on. There's always a corpse in the fridge.
That being said, Dr. Curdle Jr. is going to need money for following Josie and the Pussycats on tour and probably buying more fedoras. So...
Well, shit, I totally forgot that that Dr. Curdle Jr. was such a Josie head.
Once you see him in the fedora...
God, I actually don't want to.
The information will never leave your brain.
Turns out I really don't want to.
Well,
I really
we only have 2
not.
episodes left in the season, Matthew. It's coming at you.
Fuck. I really... God.
So, you know, 8 years of junior school isn't cheap. Let him get that bag.
You're right. His bag is his to do with, you know?
Yeah. Archie is inside of Cheryl's house with like a chunk of palladium. This episode raises a lot of questions. Chief amongst them is, who is teaching anymore? Because...
They all just put monkeys in wigs and just send them into the classrooms.
Like, did Archie win his fight against the bad general and be like, I hereby am no longer doing... RROTC, because that's supposed to be his job, but he's doing 12-hour shifts in the mine.
Well,
and
is it
his
summer
concern,
break?
Who knows what season it is? You know, I spent several seasons of this show being upset about the seasons, and I've given up. It beat me down. Okay, I can't keep worrying about it.
I know. Yeah, I feel like the excuse we gave it is that it's always the 5th season.
Yeah, like the hotel. It's always spottum, you know? It's spring and autumn. It's it's never really winter and it's never really summer. The season is Vancouver.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I hate that I just squealed like that.
That was amazing. Have you heard the version of Pink Pony Club as done by Plankton?
Yes. And also, I love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck, why is that? Why are those... all right. Why are those Plankton AI covers so good?
They're really funny.
I kind of hate it that they're so good and they scratch my brain so good.
The real problem is that you can, like... I can picture Plankton, like, really performing these songs. That's...
Well, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It's nuts. He is always in a Statue of Liberty costume and just performing these songs.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Archie at Cheryl's house. And who's teaching now? Because he's working 12 hours a day. And his concern about those hours are not that he has to also teach. It's that he wants to be doing more to reincorporate the town, because the point of the Josie and the Pussycats reunion concert was to make money to reincorporate the town.
Oh, right. Yes.
But there's like paperwork that I guess only Archie can do.
What? It only needs... God damn it. Why?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Is there, like, some weird, like, DNA thing? It's, like, he's got to prick his finger on the pen, and then it'll, like...
help himself.
God damn it, man.
But Cheryl's like, I'll give you a modest finder's fee for this nugget of palladium. And then she uses a payment app no one uses. So this is very obviously product placement.
Oh, is it
because
Cash
they
App?
show, like, Archie's phone getting the $517, which is a wild number.
What a wild number.
I feel like he would have been fine with 428, but for some reason.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah. And she's going to save finder's fees for the palladium they find to use to reincorporate the town. So I guess he's going to reincorporate the town in his spare time.
Cool. Well, I mean, men can't have hobbies, Mom?
Seems like... They should. You know? And reincorporating the town is a good hobby. God forbid that men have hobbies.
That men have hobbies.
You know?
Like chucking a pigskin around and reincorporating their town. Come on.
Like mining for palladium with pickaxes. Like avoiding OSHA regulations.
Just throwing it right out the window.
Yeah. It's time for Divorce Court, starring Veronica and her bad chatty.
Is it and also Judge Judy? No, that's a different thing.
Should be, but no. That would have been such an amazing cameo.
God,
get Judge Judy on this show.
I would love a random Judge Judy cameo and just like a courtroom scene in a TV show. That'd be so funny.
That would be. I'd be
like so quiet
really
about
amazing.
It. Like, oh God. Anyway.
Divorce Court. Yeah, he's like listing all these things he wants, and she just has a little pissy fit where she says, you know what, actually you can have everything because all I want and all I need is Archie, and she just leaves, which you should not say in front of the mediators / lawyers. Veronica, don't say that.
You just gave them like a pallet of ammo. I can't believe that she just...
You can't be doing that.
Like, sure, okay, I get it, okay? You need Archie, but you also need like money though.
Yeah.
And like a house. Well, he has a house. You just need like money.
You do. The thing about money is you do need it.
You do. It's unfortunate that you need it, but it's, God.
But here we all are. Okay. At Thornhill, Penelope has found Kevin and says that Cheryl is making Penelope's very pure good church a cult. Okay.
Well,
okay, Penelope.
Okay, Penelope. All right.
Okay.
Let's take a step back and look at the definition of a cult.
We do have some like really peak Cheryl kind of Penelope phrasing here.
Oh, amazing.
Because Penelope says, and I quote, "When Cheryl made those bees dance to her infernal tune, I got distinct Wicker Man-like vibes."
Oh my God, the buzzwords are buzzing. God damn. It's just so good.
You know, we rightfully make fun of the writer's room a lot.
Well, I mean,
but sometimes
they hit a stroke of genius.
Yeah. When it hits, it's so good.
God, when it hits, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Kevin's response to this is like, well, I mean, if I'm in a cult, you're in a cult, we're in the same church. Whoa!
Lawyered. Gotcha.
Penelope's like, actually, I'm too good and smart to be in a cult, Kevin. So, unlike you.
So there.
Yeah. You've already been in one, loser. And then she leaves.
She does that whole too legit to
yeah.
quote. But now
Cut it out.
I'm not legit. Anyway.
At Pops, Tabitha gets a phone call, and it's Squeaky's mom. You remember the girl from the first episode?
Wow. They decided to bring her back in now?
Yeah.
All right.
She's missing. Did you know?
No fucking way. I had no clue. I thought she was going to go off to New York and follow her dreams or whatever. Come on.
I can't believe this.
Shucks.
I'll tell you who is working at the school. It's Tony Topaz.
It's Vegas? No, Vegas out of screen. It's Tony Topaz.
Yeah, R.I.P. Tony Topaz.
R.I.P.
She's back and badder than ever, baby.
Hell yeah.
She's having a meeting in her office with the girl football player. There was a fight because another student called her a homophobic slur. And look, I know this is because they don't want to hire another person, but straight girls can be interested in football, probably, I think. Like, I don't know any.
Yeah,
but that doesn't make it not true.
The world is vast and contains so many people with so many multitudes. I assume that straight girls can also like football.
Yeah. That being said, props because Tony is serving high femme lesbian representation.
Amazing. I love this.
Tony is like, well, violence isn't the answer. Coming out is a process, and I am also gay, and that she will help this girl talk to her parents if she wants, because this girl has not come out to her parents yet.
I see.
Up next, we got a team up. Oh, it's a team up.
Oh, shit. Team up.
Bad Chatty and Bad Daddy. They're going to team up
Holy
to take
shit.
out Archie. So
they haven't tried this before?
We're really playing the hits, because Hiram just flat out hands Bad Chatty a ghost gun. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh,
and
proton
once again
pack.
explains that means it doesn't have a serial number.
What the fuck?
The other thing that happens in this episode, aside from like, I don't know who's teaching, is they just keep reiterating stuff from the beginning of the season to make sure we haven't forgotten, which is fair, because there have been a lot of implied men's.
Yes. Moth and mole.
Killers, yeah, and like some coyote ugly for no reason. A lot. You know, there's been a lot going on, but this episode is like, oh, we remember. It's, you know, peak end of the season energy, where it's like, oh, shit. We got to do something about all that.
Oh, no. Oh, God. All right. Oh.
I guess Kevin still works at the school. He's the one, he remains the one teacher. Cheryl's there because she's doing Vixen's practice, I guess. And Kevin has some theological questions for Cheryl.
Oh, God.
He's like,
oh, no.
So you say that, like, when we pray, Jason is the conduit to the higher power. So who are we praying to?
Wow.
And Cheryl's like,
oh, shit.
The higher power. Kevin's like,
Yeah, but which one, though?
What? Explain?
Explain,
and
please.
So
and she says, no?
She's like, I don't know, but I will fast on it.
I will fast on it.
Mm-hmm. Don't fast, kids, by the way. It's bad for you.
Don't do that. Don't do that, unless it's, you know, actually part of your religious
beliefs. But, I mean, as our boy Ken wisely said in The Fall Guy, your brain needs carbs.
Your brain is made of glucose. Or
yeah.
something like that. I can't remember.
Eat some carbs.
I still need to see that movie. I really wanted to see that movie.
It was super fun.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Oh, my God. Wait, I'm so sorry. I actually did watch that Hitman movie.
It was so stupid and bad, wasn't it?
I had a good time.
Did you?
I don't know why. I had a good time. I mean, it was kind of funny because the whole movie was just make Glenn Powell a spindly nerd and then turn him into Glenn Powell.
The thing that irritated me was he's like, shit, I do have to murder somebody for this all to be chill.
Oh, man. It comes full circle. I don't know.
I didn't like it. But I'm glad you had a good time.
I had a good time. I felt like, you know, it just gave Glenn Powell an avenue to show his range in a movie. Because, like, you know, he had fun with all the different hitmen.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is.
I know that we talked shit about Glenn Powell's handsomeness the last episode, but I'm not mad at him, and I don't think he's ugly.
No, he's strangely symmetrical, which is what is.
He just like wouldn't make me do a double take. You know, if I was sitting at a bar and he sat down next to me, I'd be like, "That's fine."
Well, yeah, if he sat down in a bar that I was at, I would go, "Oh shit, that's Glenn Powell," and then I'd go back to my conversation.
And he'd be like, I hope he didn't hear me say that.
Also, if Glenn Powell, if you're listening to this, why? Do something else.
Yeah. What's going on with you, man?
You okay, buddy?
Oh, right. So Cheryl's going to fast, and she very grossly says that the fast will empty her out, and once she's empty, she can be filled with wisdom. The implication here...
What the fuck?
...is that having poop in your body makes you dumb. Like, when you boil this down...
Normal bodily functions actually make you super dumb.
Actually make you stupid, yeah.
And, you know, it must be a husk for the grand wisdom to inherit.
Yep.
To inhabit, excuse me.
So I had fun with that scene because I was just like, what is she implying here?
Yeah.
At Puffs,
that's so nuts.
Tabitha hires Jughead to investigate with Betty. She's like, I'm going to pay you your busser's salary. because Jughead's not teaching anymore, right? So again, who is teaching?
Waldo Weatherby just has everybody in the auditorium and he's going through every curriculum.
It's Kevin doing it like a one-room schoolhouse style, you know?
Oh, yeah. In
the auditorium.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Complete with costume changes and musical breaks. Yeah.
Oh, God. Insufferable. Matthew, do you know that The Flash from the CW's Flash has been on Broadway also?
I feel like it doesn't surprise me because he was in Glee.
Yeah.
That's Grant Gustin.
Every once in a while, I'm forced to remember that Darren Criss is straight, and that doesn't sit right.
Who's Darren Criss?
He was also in Glee.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, I fully distracted myself with Broadway and Who's Straight talk.
Oh. It's tough to tell in Broadway. You know what I mean?
Anyway, Tabitha's going to pay Jughead to help Betty and Tabitha investigate because Squeaky's missing. He's like, great, I'll start by reading the case files. A+ work, Jughead. So glad you said that out loud. I don't know. I'm just over Jughead. Very much.
I mean, we've been over Jughead for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Archie walking around the bad part of town at night for no reason.
Well, because he's a big man, you know? Big dude. Doing stuff. You know?
And this scene was a gift from the comedy gods.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Chad shows up to shoot Archie. He's not in any way masqueraded because he's like, well, I'm going to kill this guy, right? I've got a gun.
There's not going to be any witnesses.
So he shows up. Archie looks at him and goes, Chad? Chad shoots, but he can't hit shit.
Yeah, he's this series' stormtrooper. He can't hit for shit.
Archie falls down, knocks over a trash can, picks up the trash can lid, and Captain America's it into Chad's face.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Absolutely not. I fucking hate that.
I watched this scene 3 times. Because the end is Chad gets up and runs away, and Archie just has this little jog, and then he's like, I'm not doing cardio today.
I'm too tired. I used all my strength on my Captain America throw. God damn it, I hate it.
Absolutely. Ultimate frisbees this trash can.
Oh, God.
Into Chad's face. And then his little jog, and he's just like, not worth it. Fuck that guy.
No. Also, the fact that Chad is alive. Riverdale. The fact that Chad is alive after that, too much suspense of disbelief, actually. I don't like it one bit.
Because in this episode, Veronica carries on Josie's proud legacy of calling people little bitches.
Let's fucking go.
So Chad has to remain alive to be called a little bitch.
That's his whole purpose in this entire
that's why he's still
episode. Alive. Is to get called a little bitch and then die.
He has to get shit on. It's really great.
Holy shit, dude.
All right.
God damn, it's so funny.
Anyway, no, I'm not going to lie. I watched this scene multiple times.
God.
It happened and I was taking notes and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I backed it up and I watched it and I was like, well, that's amazing. Let me see that again.
Come on. What the fuck? Why would they do that to my boy, Chris Evans?
Oh, boy. All right. At the federal bunker, we got Jughead and Betty. And Jughead... The point of this scene is for Jughead to reiterate information that has happened during this season.
Oh, we don't have to do a fucking parlor scene, dog.
He literally has a monologue. He's like, so you kidnapped a guy who basically confessed and then swallowed his tongue, and you think there's a family of serial killers who took my former student, Lerman Logan, who went missing on the lonely highway for a week, and then he reappeared. But Lerman doesn't fit the victims' profiles.
Whoa. Whoa. God.
How much blunt force trauma do you think the viewers of this show engage with on the daily? Like, what?
I mean, we bumped up that ratio because we always
That's
just
true.
Like bang our heads into the wall.
I am one head bunked bitch, you know, just constantly.
That's the next T-shirt. Head bunk bitch. Big fucking letters. God, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, they're gonna find Lerman Logan on the socials and meet up with him. And you know what parents love?
Isn't he like a child?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what parents love is when men in their mid to upper 20s message teenagers.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Jughead even says, like, I wasn't allowed to talk to him because I was a teacher and he was a student, but he doesn't go to that school anymore and I'm not a teacher anymore, so it's fine. I don't think that was the only reason Jughead...
No, that's the opposite. Oh my God. That's the opposite. You have to stop.
And you can just imagine Jughead, like, cluelessly messaging him and just, like, not even thinking and being like, yo, what you doing?
Yo, hey, dude.
WYD.
WID, haven't seen you in a while. What's
Miss
going on?
you.
Miss you.
Hey, man, I was just thinking about you.
Thinking about all your projects. Just wanted to check in.
All right. Dr. Hurdle Jr., who went to 8 years of junior school, calls. And Betty's immediately like, listen, I have a bag full of small bills here for you. I just have other things to do today.
Oh my God.
That's not why he's calling. He's calling because they got another body from the swamp. It's too chopped up to say who it is, but it could be any of the missing people they're looking for. Polly or Squeaky.
Now, God. Why? Oh wait, no. Sorry, I forgot about all the bog bitches.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Totally forgot.
It's time for the reason that Chad is still alive.
Is it time for him to be called a little bitch?
Yes. He shows up with a broken nose and obviously 2 black eyes, right?
Thank
and it
God.
turns out when he got slammed in the face, he dropped the gun with his fingerprints on it because he wasn't wearing gloves.
Of course he did.
And Veronica's like, I rescind my former offer to give you everything, and now I'm telling you it is all mine. I am taking everything because you dropped the guns with your fingerprints on it. You're going to give me everything, or I'm going to press charges. And then she calls him a little bitch, and then she leaves.
Yes. He's a little bitch.
It's really, murder. Really great. This guy can't do anything right.
This guy cannot do anything right. And I fucking love it.
At Thornhill, it's breakfast. Penelope, having learned that Cheryl is fasting, is having an absolute croissant feast.
Oh, I love it.
She's just like,
the one Penelope move that I love. Oh my God, I love all this food I'm having.
These carbs are scrumptious.
God, I'm going to be so dumb because I'm going to be so full.
That's why we say when people are full of shit, they're not saying real things. Because
exactly. All the shit is clogging up their brain hole.
Yeah. Cheryl's like, I am fasting for enlightenment. I'm feeling, and Penelope just barges in with the word lightheaded.
Hey-o.
She's like, I'm inspired. I'm going to paint. And then she stands up real fast, and then she kind of falls down a little bit.
Okay. Well, now it's less fun.
Yeah. So our bad Chatty, who now has no money, no property, no furniture, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a broken nose, has gone to Bad Daddy to explain that the gun misfired. No, it didn't.
No,
definitely fired fire.
We were there.
Yeah, we saw it.
Not.
So at this point, he basically gets called a little bitch by Hiram.
Let's fucking go, dude.
And that's the end of that scene. So Chad has shown up now in 2 scenes back to back to just get shit on.
Yes.
It's so
God,
good.
I love it.
I've really been waiting for this. It feels so good to watch.
This is the episode where Chad gets shit on, dude. And I love it.
We got Archie. He's like hopping down the stairs to get his hard hat. He's on his way to the mines. But Veronica's at the door to say she's divorced. And she... You know what? I'm going to use this stupid joke.
Oh God. Oh, you have a stupid joke.
Are you ready? Yeah. You can call her OSHA the way she's begging for a railing.
Oh my God, Mom. Holy shit. Put that on my grave. Call her OSHA the way she's begging for a railing. I love that. Oh my God. Dude. Are you serious right now?
Anyway, Archie obviously does not go to the mine. They go immediately back upstairs.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah. Next door, we have Betty coming downstairs in FP's house where she lives. And she's like, hey, Mom, there's a chopped up body.
Cool. All right.
We don't know who it is. And Alice is like, well, I have to go to my job at the TV station where I still work. I'm glad that you and Jughead have a lead.
Super happy for you two.
Yep. Cheryl has finished her painting, and she is ready to show Kevin to whomst Jason is the conduit.
Ooh.
And she opens this conversation with the phrase, look at what came out of me.
Yep. Actually,
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like that this happened.
No, I don't like it either. No.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Thank you, though.
The painting is, there's like a cardinal and an angel and a sailboat, and then like snakes under the water. And Cheryl's like, is it not clear to you that this is the higher power? Also, this painting 100% looks like AI.
Okay, yeah. They were just, oh God. I mean, I can't even, they don't have like Mid-Journey or anything. This is like 2000. Wait, no. Now I'm trying to think. Is this like around when AI images were coming in?
It might have been. I don't think it's AI, but it just looks like it.
It just looks that way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Well, that's hilarious.
Yep. So, ta-da.
Ta-da.
Kevin's like, it's the higher power. Tell me how? And Cheryl says it's the elements, because sap comes from trees, which are nature.
Well, good job. You know, basic facts.
That's kind of the tone that Kevin takes with this. He's like, okay, I got it. I am glad that you have this for you. This is not for me. All right? So you have fun.
Yeah.
And he leaves. Penelope was like creepily around the corner listening, like it was a part of her plan to get Kevin to leave, which it was.
Yeah, because of course.
We got Jughead and Betty at Pop's waiting for their meetup with a teenager.
God damn it. That sucks.
Jughead lured this youth there by promising him his first edition copy of War of the Worlds. Those
Are you serious?
Sell for kind of minimum $4,000.
What the fuck, Jughead? Excuse me?
Jughead also lied to this teen because it's actually a 5th edition.
Oh my fucking God.
So Jughead continues to just be kind of gross.
That sucks.
Yeah. But while they're waiting, Tabitha's like, oh no, Alice is on TV pleading for the killer to stop. And reporting that there's a chopped up body at the morgue and she wants it to be Polly to end her nightmare.
Wow.
I just got no jokes about that. It's sad.
Yeah, no,
at this point,
I don't think you should have any jokes about that.
Yeah. At this point, Lerman comes in and he's like, oh, hey. I think he calls him Mr. Jones, which is nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We got Tony and Fangs at home talking about gay football girl who came out to her parents and it only went okay. And then they both talk about their stories. Fangs confirms he's bi. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tony says... Tony says it'll be totally fine if my son, little Tony Topaz, is straight. I'll let him either way.
Wow. All right. Nice.
Yeah. We got Hiram in his office, just looking smug. And then the scene switches to a countdown clock that starts to beep, and then the mines explode while the bruiser studs are down under.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hello?
So Archie's like, we gotta all get out of here. And somebody tells him that Corporal Jackson's deeper in the mine. So Archie's like, well, obviously I will run into this burning building alone. You guys get the hell out of here.
Again with this, dude.
Yep. I gotta go back in. Matthew, it's gonna get so bad.
Oh, I can't imagine what it's gonna be.
While the mine is exploding, Cheryl is laying on her bed with a scroll and a red feather quill pen, writing her 12 commandments because 10 is not enough.
I cannot believe this.
It's a really amazing little scene, honestly. She answers her phone by saying, "What is it, you Philistine?" Which...
What?
That's a great way to say hello.
You Philistine.
Yeah.
Wow. God. All right.
So she learns that the mine has exploded. Then we get a call. Then we get Cheryl calling Veronica, who, again, not at the school. Who is teaching?
Not at the school. Well, you know, Kevin.
Yeah, it's just Kevin. Little House on the Prairie style. You can call him Laura Ingalls Wilder.
My God.
So now Veronica knows she's got to get to the mines. Back at Pop's, Lerman has a green milkshake. Is this a clue about aliens?
Oh my God. It probably is.
You know?
I love this. Yes.
Because he says he woke up in a metal shed that could be a spaceship. He could hear voices. He was alone until the Mothman came and helped him escape. He said the Mothman had like 2 red eyes and one's bigger than the other. They discussed that it could be a shed that's close to the highway because he could hear trucks. But then...
Wow.
Betty gets a phone call from Dr. Hurdle Jr. He went to 8 years of junior school and they have to go to the morgue to meet with him.
Wow. What the fuck? This is getting so out of hand.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This episode is going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, they have to. They're on such a clock.
Yeah. Outside of the mine, they're trying to dig the boys out by hand. Veronica's like, I will pay for any equipment. Don't. Cheryl should pay for it. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's her mine. You gotta not just do that.
And then Veronica realizes, obviously, her bad daddy set off the explosion.
Obviously, it's a bad daddy explosion.
There's no other kind of explosion.
There's literally no other kind of explosion, guys.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Underground, Archie does find Corporal Jackson. He's covered in rocks, so Archie uncovers him. He's also covered in blood and dust. Archie's like, we need to conserve oxygen, so breathe shallowly. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Super easy commands, dude.
No prob. So, but also, they should breathe shallowly and conserve oxygen, but also Archie's gonna dig them out.
That's not... Okay.
Famously not an aerobic activity.
Yeah.
At the morgue, it's been determined that the body was Squeaky.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But Betty's DNA came back as a match for Tongueless Joe, who was a distant cousin. My notes at this point say, I fucking dare you to say serial killer Gene to me.
I swear to God, you say serial killer Gene to me, I'm going to walk right the fuck out the door.
Right the hell out of here.
Right the hell out of here. That's so...
So thrilled to report no one says serial killer Gene. I'm sure it will happen next episode. I'm sure Betty's going to spin out about it.
Yeah, probably.
But here we go.
God, that's just the worst.
They discuss that maybe Betty's related on the Blossom side, not the Cooper side. At this point...
What?
Dr. Curdle also just like... By the way, somebody broke in and stole the bodies. Both Squeaky and Tongueless Joe are gone.
What the fuck? Oh my God. There's a body snatcher now?
Yep. And
oh my God.
Tabitha's like, oh, this is like when Maple Baby Mothman Bones was stolen.
Oh. Yeah, like that time.
Yeah. Oh, you remember when Maple Baby Mothman Bones disappeared. Remember when we opened up that corpse inside the kitchen of our restaurant?
super cool to do that where all of the food is.
Yeah. Put that in the franchise agreement, Tabitha. Jesus.
Yeah.
So now the deal is that the Blossoms connect the Mothmans and the serial killers. Allegedly.
God,
I want this to be a Scream solution where...
It's always a Scream solution, though.
Yeah, where Cheryl has serial killer genes also.
Oh, fuck. That's pretty good.
And...
I like that.
There's men's somewhere in these hills.
There's men's. There's men's in them hills.
Moth or mole, I don't care. I want them.
I want them. Give me them.
Yeah, give me them men's.
My men's.
We got Hiram listening to a news report about the mine collapse. He like toasts the radio with a shot of warm rum, Hiram style.
Excuse me?
He's like, hell yeah, I might have killed some guys.
Woo! Murder.
But he then immediately gets a head bug from Veronica.
Let's go.
So when he comes back to, Veronica has him tied up. She's like, listen, I know you did the mine sabotage. Don't try to tell me you didn't. I know that you did. She has this weird long monologue about a guidance counselor telling her that her and Hiram were locked in a dance to the death and it would only end when one of them died. And then she remembers her quinceañera where she heard Hiram say that she was a disappointment because she wasn't a boy, and that was very hard for her. And then she calls Hiram a sociopath incapable of love and tells him that if Archie dies, he dies.
Well, I mean... Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Veronica really gets to chew on some scenery in this scene.
This is fucking nuts.
And then she just leaves him there.
Episode started.
By the way.
He just... What? What?
Yep.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
She just leaves him there. Jughead and Betty have gone to just yell at an old woman.
Cool.
Yeah. They got Nana Rose.
All right.
And Betty gets real intense with Nana because Jughead's like, tell us what you know. And Nana Rose is like, I already did. And also I'm 120. And Betty's like, I will straight up hit an old woman. Okay?
I will, in fact, slap a bitch. Okay?
Yeah. Tell me the story of Maple Baby Mothman Bones.
Right now.
Yeah. It turns out Maple Baby Mothman Bones was cousin Timothy.
Excuse me? Excuse me, though. Cousin Timothy?
Cousin Timothy was born with many defects.
Are you fucking kidding me?
My notes at this juncture say, if Mothmens are just inbred Maple Hill folk, I will be so pissed.
I will riot.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to fucking riot.
Are we literally talking about, like, a fucking Elephant Man situation here?
Yes.
Oh, God, it's not good.
Nana Rose goes on to say that Peepaw Rose would fuck anything with a hole in it. And so there were always...
Peepaw and he port in the storm Rose.
So there were always lots of illegitimate babies that had to be given away to the Starkweathers who lived in a cabin in the woods.
The Starkweathers?
Yeah.
Do they have a mass of ravens? And call storms? What the fuck?
They can make the trees grow or die according to their whims. So
wild, man.
It's Jughead's job this episode to like make sure there's not subtext and that you're not missing or forgetting information. So Jughead now has to say out loud, so you're telling me there's a secret illegitimate branch of the family that's lived in the woods for 2 generations pretending to be Mothman.
Fuck, dude.
Which, like, yeah, Jughead, I fucking got it, okay? I hated it when I figured it out, and I hated it more when I heard you say it.
God damn it, dude. I don't like it.
It's so stupid. Give me
like
Mothmens.
Give me fucking Mothmens and not some creepy inbred fucking
Come
blossom babies.
on. Apparently they migrated to the mines and then the highway.
Excuse me?
And that Old Man Dreyfus is Dreyfus Starkweather. Nana knows him.
What? Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
So they were getting Mothman stories from Chief Mothman in charge. H.M.I.C.
Oh my God. H.M.I.C.
That's a great shirt. Can we make a Head Mothman in charge shirt?
I
would wear the hell out of that.
I am working on a head bonked bitch shirt, and now I will also make an HMIC.
Head Mothman in charge. They have to go. They have to stop yelling at Nana Rose, in part because they'll kill her, and in part because Betty gets a text from Tony about an emergency.
I just really need everyone to know I'm enraged beyond belief.
I was about so mad. I got to this part of the episode, and I'm not kidding, I stopped watching. I was too mad. I was like, I'll finish this later. I have to go do laundry or something to calm down. How dare they?
The one thing I'm realizing right now, though, is that they made this work because of the incest in the family in the first season.
I mean, sure, but don't.
But you don't have to, is the thing. You really don't have to.
You just don't have to. Just make it be Mothmen's.
Just give us what we want, which is the Mothmans. God damn.
Come on.
Just give us one thing, you know?
Give us a couple things. One is Josie McCoy back in town, just telling everyone they suck.
Josie's back in town.
And give us Mothmen's. Outside of the mine, Veronica is a part of the team bucket brigading rocks up on out of here. On the other side of the rocks, Archie's also moving rocks in the opposite direction. Corporal Jackson
they're gonna do it.
Alive. Everybody is low on oxygen and blood. At this point, and I also hated this. This is just back-to-back shit I hate. Ghost Bingo shows up with the Ghost Brigade boys to help move rocks with Archie.
That's just not how that works. That's just
Correct.
not how that works. Ghosts don't help, ever.
Yeah. We're at a real low point in the episode, because I was like, I could turn the thing back on, and I was like, no.
I gotta do more laundry. I gotta find more laundry.
I think I'll go clean the fridge. I can't do this.
God, where's all the stuff I have to throw away?
Yeah,
come on.
I gotta get rid of these cables. I don't know why I said that like John Mulaney.
I gotta get rid of it. I can't
these
do it.
cables.
My voice is fucked.
God,
that's hilarious.
Tony and Fangs' apartment, we learn that the football girl ran away. And so the emergency actually is that they need to go to Old Man Dreyfus's because he's the Mothman's that's been abducting people. That's the family. So everybody was right. It was just all... It's a serial killer family. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And Tony's like, Fangs, you stay here with the baby. And Fangs is like, excuse the fuck out of you.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You stay here with the baby. And Tony's like, excuse the fuck out of you.
Oh, God, it's their first fight. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
This is... Oh,
the baby's going to stay with Mama Fangs.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Yep. Veronica's in the mining trailer because she hurt herself and she's looking for a first aid kit. She's very spun out. Cheryl's like, you should go home and get hot for your man for when I rescue him. You shouldn't be here. You're really harshing the vibe.
Wow. I mean...
And then...
Hell yeah.
Cheryl prays to the elements.
Shut the fuck up.
And actually, she's like, I call upon fire, and the fire burns bigger. You're not going to take away Mothman's and then give me this.
Give us weird fucking
This
magic.
is not what I want.
This is not at all what I signed up for. She prays to the elements?
Yeah. This scene is intercut with Veronica getting ready for a bath.
Oh, why? Ew.
Because Chad sneaks into her apartment with a new gun.
What?
But Veronica hears the floor squeak, so she's ready for him. Anyway, when when Cheryl finishes calling upon the elements, Archie comes out of the mine carrying Corporal Jackson in a fireman hold. All right. And everybody's like, oh, Cheryl's magic and it worked and Archie's alive.
Why is Cheryl magic right now?
Why? I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I hate it actually, and I just don't understand.
Give me alien Mothmans that live underground. Take away magical Cheryl.
God damn it. I mean, she's so empty that she can be filled with magic.
She can be chock filled with magic because she's not filled with food.
God damn it, man.
Back at Veronica's, as Chad sneaks into the bathroom. Also, as a note, Archie's the one that did the reno on this place, and there shouldn't already be squeaky floorboards. It is to Veronica's benefit that he did a bad job.
God, I don't know. He cut corners because he just wanted to fuck.
Yeah. So Chad sneaks into the empty bathroom. Veronica's around the corner because she heard the squeaky floor. She uses an Alexa, but its name is Pippi.
I hate that.
She's like, Pippi, turn the lights off. Pippi, play Flight of the Valkyries.
What the fuck is
So that's
happening?
You know? That's playing. It's dark. She fights Chad for the gun. Smithers comes in. It's dark. There's been a gunshot. He's like, Pippi, lights on, music off. Anyway, Chad's dead now.
Fuck yeah. I love that for him.
But then her phone rings. It's Cheryl. And Veronica's like, well, Smithers, figure out what to do with this body. I gotta go get my man.
Well, old man, clean this body up. I gotta go get fucked again.
Her first stop is Hiram's office. She tells Hiram that he failed to kill Archie yet again. She calls him a silly little cartoon man. She says, I will shoot you like I shot Chad today. He's like, what? She's like, call Dr. Curdle for the details. Bye, you little bitch.
Bye, you little bitch. Get out of here.
And she walks out.
Let's fucking go. God, I'm loving all the little bitches being thrown around in this
She does,
episode.
like, cut the rope she had tied up with, so he can get up now to call the coroner.
Dr. Curdle Journal.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so good.
All right, so the gang is at Old Man Dreyfus's place. They all have weapons. Like, Tabitha has a taser, and Betty, I don't know, has pretended to be an FBI agent. Jughead has a little knife. Fangs has a shotgun. I think Tony has a golf club. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Damage.
Anyway, they're all armed in some way. So the gang has weapons. It's Jughead's job to go distract Old Man Dreyfus, a.k.a. Betty's relative.
Ew.
While the rest search for the shed that probably has the football girl in it. So Jughead gets inside and is immediately like, oh, they're all your family, aren't they, Mr. Starkweather? Because again, it is Jughead's only lines in this episode are for him to say things that have already happened or shit that we already know.
God, why did they make him do this?
I don't know. Because then the bad guy's like, how much have you figured out?
Oh my God, dude.
Opening
Wait, hold on.
the door
Old Man
for
Dreyfus
Jughead
has been the bad guy the entire time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's the head He's the head Mothman.
He's the head Mothman. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Jughead has this monologue about Maple Baby Mothman Bones was little Timmy, your half-brother, and you stole him, and then you stole your other brother, Tongueless Joe, from the morgue. Your secret is you and your brothers abduct and kill women on the highway, which is why you let Lerman go, because people were looking for him. And it's discussed that nobody looks for the disenfranchised, and that's why who he was killing. And Jughead's like, but you, like, the story is like, oh, we were doing it to survive. And then Jughead's like, but they didn't have, like, that much money.
Yeah. So, like,
but they don't need much to survive. And it became about the hunt. And the Mothman story was a cover. And nobody cared about those girls. And Jughead's like, you are so wrong about that.
Oh, shit.
But then outside, Tony found the shed. And it does have the girl in it. And then hands come from behind, or maybe it was Tabitha. I don't know. It was Tabitha or Tony. No, it was
a T name.
Somebody screams. At which point, Old Man Dreyfus comes at Jughead with a knife, and Fangs outside steps in a bear trap.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It wasn't a good one because those things can snap your bones.
Yeah.
Like you just don't want to fuck around with those.
Fucking bears.
Bears,
like,
yeah. Anyway. Okay. These guys have made Mothman suits from parts of old cars.
Excuse me?
That have, like, red taillight eyeballs.
Are you fucking serious right now?
I wish that I wasn't. Honestly.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're telling me that the Mothmans were Ironmans the entire time?
Do you ever see the movie Ned Kelly? About Ned Kelly
No.
with like Heath Ledger in it? There's a scene where he like makes a suit of armor so people could get shot at. And it just reminded me of that. I mean, this movie was from 2003. There's no earthly reason for you to have seen it.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, it's just, what the fuck? Why? The amount of engineering that it takes to make a suit of armor like that out of junk is nuts. Like, that's not, I don't know why that part is what I'm getting mad about, but.
It's so stupid. It's really dumb.
It's just very bad.
Apparently these suits are very strong because Betty's shooting at them and bullets are just pinging off of them.
Of course. Because
Tabitha manages to, like...
They're made of titanium or whatever.
Tase one in the nuts, so that one falls down. Betty's getting choked by one, but Tony head bonks that one with a golf club.
What the fuck?
Fangs gets close enough to one to be like, I mean... this armor might be strong, but is it strong enough to take a direct shotgun blast to the chest?
And I'm guessing it doesn't. It isn't.
I don't think that Fangs kills. I don't think he's one of the killers of the show. I think that guy
he definitely
is like
pumps him full of lead, though.
Yeah. And then it turns out that there is a Starkweather brother, a fake Mothman, who helped Tony, and he has a strawberry birthmark on his face that's bigger around one eye than the other.
What?
And this is the red eye thing that Lerman was talking about.
Strawberry birthmark?
Do you know what that is?
Strawberry? No, I don't.
It's raised and red.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Often, like a lot of times what happens is like kids will have them and kind of grow out of them or grow up around them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just Googling to make sure that that is what they're called. Yeah, it's just like a group of blood vessels. All
right.
Clubbed up. So back in the cabin, Old Man Dreyfus is trying to choke himself on his own tongue.
Why is that the way that they kill themselves?
I don't know.
What the fuck? What kind of training do you have to do to try and swallow your tongue?
Stomps on his head so that he passes out.
Oh my god.
We're almost done.
All right.
Back at home, Fangs and Tony connect, and they're a family, and they're going to take care of each other. It's very sweet. Great job.
Oh, awesome. Super heartwarming.
Yeah. At Veronica's house, Veronica and Archie take a bath. Great.
Okay.
At Hiram's office, he burns a picture of Hermione and Veronica.
Jesus Christ.
And then, lastly, in the federal bunker, Betty says to Old Man Dreyfus, hey, the FBI is coming for you and all of your fucked up brothers. Where is my sister?
Yep.
And so he draws her a map, and then the last scene is Alice and Betty going to the junkyard, and they open the trunk of a car, and they cry.
And that's the end of this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
So we have 2 episodes left. My best guess is that the next episode is we've solved it. You know, and Betty being sad. Yeah, we did it. And then like Betty being sad and Veronica being mad at her daddy and just so glad about Archie.
Yeah.
And then Jughead's maybe going to write this story. And then the last episode is something weird about Cheryl's church and the paranormal. That's my guess.
I kind of hate it, but I feel like Cheryl is actually going to be magic, and I don't like it at all. Like,
no, me either.
Like, the way that they are introducing magic into this, being that Cheryl is being rewarded for fasting, is nuts.
Right? I don't like it.
I don't love that. Oh, God. But hey, that was that.
Yep. So there we go. We got 2 more episodes this season, and then we only have 2 seasons left.
Oh my God.
Yep.
We're doing it. We're doing
it. We're making our way. And then surely, this pandemic project will end. The pandemic will be over.
Yeah. This pandemic project will span the length of the pandemic, and then it'll be over.
I'm calling it now.
Done.
Picture me like Babe Ruth.
Like Babe Ruth pointing. Bat on the shoulder.
Yep.
Well, God. Just, why did everything have to happen in this one episode? Like, God. The mind collapsed. Cheryl's magic. Oh, what's up?
What you're doing is important.
No,
I just read the synopsis for the next episode.
Is it? I don't think I should hear that.
Nope. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, the people that have watched this show before know, and I do not, and that's the way I want to keep it. So, let's see. Jughead and Betty investigate the baby Mothman bones, which actually is just a deformed child. And this whole thing is orchestrated by Old Man Dreyfus, and he's got his Mothman suit of armor people. The mine collapses with Archie and all the Bruiser Studs down under in it. Bad Chatty tries and fails to kill Archie, I think twice, and then gets killed. And Veronica successfully divorces Bad Chatty and gets Archie. And that's, I think, it.
And
honestly.
Calls everyone a little bitch.
And, everybody gets called a little bitch. So, thank you very much for listening this week, everybody. We are on the internet sometimes. Not very much, but sometimes. And you should follow us on there. Its Instagram is Riverdale_runs. And Twitter and Blue Sky is @RiverdaleRuns. And then you mainly, though, if you want to reach out, do it through email. Our email is arrtipod@gmail.com. It's ARRTIPOD. That's our initials. And, God, what else? Our intro and outro song is Smooth Passenger by White Bones. You can go check them out if you like smooth jazz, or not if you don't. And, and I think that's it. I think that may be it. So, yeah, once again, thank you very much for listening this week. Why you do it week after week is just a mystery, an enigma to us here at the home office of Riverdale Runs Through It, but we thank you a lot. Find joy where you can. Have a great week. Try and build a suit of armor that looks like a Mothman in your junkyard. And don't fuck by a strawberry birthmark. Bye.
People have those.
Oh, those. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Hold on. No. I'll think of a better one. Don't fuck by a swamp with bog bitches in it. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.